In regards to the stages of genocide conversation that's happening, I don't think a lot of you all understand that the eradication's already happening. And a lot of you are complicit. I literally talk about this all the time, and I'm really sick of repeating myself. COVID-19 was genocide. When you look at all the stages of genocide and how we treat disabled folks and the community, that is genocide. What happened and what is happening is genocide. Now, you may be thinking, they're ramping up interpersonal violence. They're ramping up the actual extermination part of genocide. But I want you all to think about something. I really do. Because a lot of you are complicit in this every single day. I want you to ask yourself, what happens to somebody in our health system once they have a disability? Once they have a chronic illness? Particularly if they're Black, Indigenous, a person of color, queer, trans, poor. What happens when they have to navigate a health system in this country? And keep in mind, the health system right now is currently in collapse. Do you all realize how high the rates are of disability once you're marginalized? Do you understand? I don't think you do, because if you did, you'd be moving differently. Black people have a rate of disability at 25%. Indigenous folks have a disability at a rate of 30%. 2 out of 5 trans people have a disability. 1 out of 4 women has a disability. And 1 out of 4 LGBT folks have a disability. What happens then? What does the system do to our communities? Think about it real hard. Death just happens to them. They just die. Maybe if they took care of their health, they'd, live longer lives. Once you become disabled people, death will be the figment chasing you every single day. And everyone around you will root for it. It's all really cool and great for all these countries like Canada to be offering refugee status to American trans people. But if you disable them, they can't go. If a climate crisis emergency happens, do you know how to evacuate with somebody who's chronically ill or has a disability that means that they can't move? Do you? Even if not a single one of these alt-right politicians lifted a fucking finger or passed a single bill, with the system what it is currently, it could eradicate entire groups of people. In fact, a civilian tribunal already found the United States guilty of crimes against humanity using the prison industrial complex, the military industrial complex, and the commercialization of our health and privatization, commodification of all social services. When you disable somebody, you're the person putting death at their back. And a lot of you are just revolutionaries.